Creating conversation. Arrow.net. ARROE.net. We are unplugged and totally uncut with Tami Roman.
Hi, Arrow.
Hello and good morning, Tami. My. You are having some fun on the VH1.
I absolutely am.
Oh, what you are doing and caught in the act. This is one of those things that creates what radio people call water cooler conversation, except people are going to be all over social media talking about this. They're going to be in restaurants, at bars. You've got something here.
Well, I'm happy to hear you say that. That means a lot to me. I think that, we're definitely at a time where people want to return to TV that is entertaining as well as relatable, but also enlightening. And I feel like Caught in the Act has all those elements.
Yeah, because, one of the things that it does, it affects as well as infects the emotions. And we are that generation right now. We want our emotions to be affected.
Absolutely. And not to mention that today's audience is very savvy, and so Caught in the Act, I feel, presents like a voyeuristic look into scenarios and situations that are relatable, that mirror our own lives or people that we know. And so you've got real, you've got the heartfelt, it's thought-provoking. It encompasses everything that is going to tug on your heartstrings, and I'm really excited about it.
It's investigative as well. I mean, it really does. There's an added mystery to it. What are we going to do? Where are they going to go? How are they going to catch them?
Yes. And we had to have that, right? I mean, when you talk about relationship shows and you're dealing with infidelity or the potential or lack thereof, you've got to have your receipts. And that's where I come in.
Now, mentally,
bringing the truth to people.
How do you get prepared for this? How do you ready your mind, body, and soul for this? Because, this is going to be affecting other people.
Yeah. Well, for me, you know what? I know how I felt, and that's how I try to approach the show in general. I was that girl. I was that person who thought there was infidelity, was very suspicious, wanted proof, wanted receipts, because you want to be able to make proper decisions about your future. You want to control the narrative of your life, but you can't do that when you're in the dark.
Right.
And so I just approach it from the aspect of helping people. You know what I mean? It really is trying to give them the information that they need so that they can make the decisions about their life.
Yeah, let's put focus on that word help, because, once somebody has been caught or ambushed, the thing is there going to be help for them? So that it's not like, okay, here we are, okay, you deal with it now on your own. But, is there help for those people and the parties involved?
Well, one element that we wanted to have in Caught in the Act was that we had a relationship expert.
Good.
Because sometimes finding out the truth about your situation, you don't know how to process those emotions, how to deal with the information that you've just been, thrust into. So we have the relationship expert there that is going to absolutely help people navigate through those emotions. We also offer counseling after the fact. I did not just want this show, and kudos to my executive producers, LaShawn Browning and Kim McCoy, because we didn't want it to just be like shows of old. I'm not going to call no names, but where we're not pulling up in a Caprice Classic at the gas station bathroom trying to catch somebody in the middle of getting something stuck. That's not what we do around here. We really want to offer people proper, informative information, allow them the opportunity to process that information with an expert, and then should you need additional counseling in order to either move forward or move on with your life, we offer that as well behind the scenes. So I am so proud of Caught in the Act and what we've decided to put together. And there's another element that I love, which is the suspicious lover gets the opportunity to sit down with the person's other lover, and they can have an actual conversation.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, not confrontation, but conversation. Can you imagine how liberating that is to be able to just compare notes? Like, what did he say to you? This is what he said to me. This is what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking. Because a lot of times we as women take it out on the other woman, but they're just as in the blind as we are.
Right.
So we have that element. We've got an element where we offer terminology so people understand when they're involved in toxic relationships. We try to layer this thing so that we push it into the new millennium, but offering expertise, advice, and counsel, not just the drama of it all. But of course, we've got that too.
Now, Yeah, you've got one of the most creative minds I've ever seen in my life. So let's turn on that creativity for a second. Is there someone in the family business that you would like to do this show on? In other words, if you could cross-pollinate shows, don't you think this would also work on the family business? Because there's always mystery and darkness there as well.
Absolutely. I think, and quite honestly, London, what does she have going on? She might be caught up in a little bit of something.
Right.
But definitely Orlando, and, a couple of other characters on that show. Yeah, it could definitely work for them, too.
Well, Caught in the Act, Unfaithful is on VH1. It's 6 episodes, but there's got to be more than that because, I mean, you guys are working forward and producing more because these things can't happen just within a week. I mean, there's got to be precision here when it comes to putting this together.
Well, we're hopeful. You know what I mean? We're hoping that the audience relates to it, loves it, wants to see more. I can't get into, the extras of it all, but I am hopeful that this will be a show that lives on a la Catfish, which is on MTV, where there's just hundreds of thousands of episodes because there's always going to be somebody that's in a relationship that they're unsure about. So there's no shortage of people to be a part of the show. It's just us having the time to be able to help them all.
Has something taken your breath away from you where you had to kind of just say, whoa, hold on. Just, I got to have a timeout.
Quite honestly, the very first episode, and I don't know if you got a chance to look at, the first episode, but a young lady named Tracy came to me and she pulls out her sonogram with her twins.
Oh.
And she had complications with her pregnancy. And it was like, ooh, for me, because, my husband and I have suffered 3 miscarriages and it instantly took me back to that place. So I instantly related to her and wanted to help her find out what she needed to know as it pertains to her relationship.
Oh, I love where your heart is on this, and I just cannot wait to watch you continue to grow on the digital streaming platform because you are everywhere and people love you. Please come back to this show anytime in the future. Please come back.
Absolutely. Well, I love you.
You be brilliant, okay?
You too. Thanks a lot.